61 kilograms, 131 pounds. Our latest bout, Jimmy Kennedy, Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Let's move to bout number 2. And let's meet the all-star from the world team from Russia, Aleksandr Bogomoev. And his opponent, representing the United States of America from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Jimmy Kennedy. Let's wrestle, ladies and gentlemen. Moving together for the 61-kilogram weight class.
61 kilograms, 131 pounds. Jimmy Kennedy of the United States from Ann Arbor, Michigan, just won a recent title at the U.S. Open in Las Vegas in mid-April. He'll be taking on Aleksandr Bogomoev of Russia, who's done some good things of late here in the United States. What did the Schultz Memorial International event, also the New York Athletic Club International Champion. And he'll be battling Jimmy Kennedy in the first of 2 3-minute periods. And Kennedy trying to build off that run of success in Vegas a couple of weeks back.
One of the things about the Russians is typically they're always in good form. They're always in great position. It's very hard to usually, catch them asleep or really not focusing on the basic skill. And that's where, as you can see, Jimmy's just going to kind of wear him down, continue to make a few attempts and waiting for one opportunity to really explode and try to get a takedown or get an angle and, try to find something there that will really work. And it's all about picking your opponent apart through the duration of a match.
And Kennedy, 25 years old, 3-time All-American at Illinois, and again training now in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Bogomoev, 24 years old, he beat Kennedy in an exhibition duel last December by tech falls. Kennedy would like a little payback here, trying to get active with a takedown, but the Russian able to slip out.
And that's that really good, solid leg position. Kennedy had a great shot, started pulling that single up, and the Russians are so good with their hips because they're able to kind of get that angle and do almost a little bit of a hip thrust and, drive that leg down to the mat, and ultimately breaks your lock, and you get no takedown for all that effort that you just tried to accomplish.
Matt Chairman, score of the match.
Well, Bogomoev been put on the shot clock here, has 30 seconds in which to score. If he doesn't, Jimmy Kennedy will get a point and get on the board here. You see the red clock at the bottom of the screen. That rule put in to help induce more offense. And that 30 seconds has expired, so give one to Kennedy. Again, with the Russian not able to score, it's 1-0 for the United States wrestler.
Great focus on Jimmy's part, just really staying in there, staying active, not allowing much action to happen, and been surprised so far, with Aleksandr really not taking that big attempt. He's just been kind of passive, just looking for an opportunity.
Kennedy thinking again with a shot. Both guys working upstairs at this point.
Then as you saw, the referee looking for a call against Jimmy, and ultimately what they're looking for, if neither wrestler makes a big attempt, they're going to probably go one wrestler and then the other. Even though Jimmy's been a little more aggressive here, taking a few more attempts, the referees always try to make it as fair as they can. They want to try to entice the athletes to score.
Kennedy able to break free, still 1-0 lead for the American here. Final 30 seconds of this opening period.
And that was just a fantastic sprawl, being able to control the hips and work the angle to where you don't get in a position where the Russian, who's great at technique and has that angle to not allow him to score. That's a big-time defense.
Final few ticks here, this first 3-minute period. And no more scoring. The only point picked up after Bogomoev failed to score on the shot clock, so a 1-0 lead for Jimmy Kennedy of the United States. We mentioned he won the U.S. Open title, so now Kennedy will get to advance all the way to the finals of the World Team Trials. As you look at the Russians trying to loosen up their man, trying to get some offense going, but for Kennedy, gets that pass to the finals, and if he wins there, he'll represent the United States on the World Team later this year.
And that's the big benefit. You win the U.S. Nationals, it gives you a place in the final World Team Trials position, and that hard work all year long pays off. Now he can kind of sit back, let everybody else beat themselves up, and he'll take on the winner, and it'll be 2 out of 3. It's just the way that USA Wrestling's done it. It's been a good way of trying to find the better wrestlers and ultimately protect some of the guys that hopefully could get in a position to win medals for the USA.
Yeah, the World Team Trials for freestyle coming up in Madison, Wisconsin, May 31st, June 1st, and then the Greco-Roman discipline World Team Trials coming up in mid-June in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Our blue wrestler from the United States of America is warned to mix things up.
Jimmy Kennedy getting a warning there to pick up the pace a little bit.
Look at him really making an attempt. He, he's taking a few small ones, but he realized that 1 point's a huge, opportunity to be ahead. And so Jimmy's probably really going to try something big here.
Remember, Kennedy got tech-fouled by Bogomoev back in December in their previous meeting. This time it's been low scoring, and the only scoring for Team USA.
And now there's a passivity on Kennedy.
Now the passivity call coming. So now the shot clock coming for Kennedy. He's got 30 seconds to get a point.
And it's understanding where you're at and what position you're in. Jimmy's, may take one big attempt, and hopefully it's a good controlled effort. Because if you make a mistake, you not just give up one, but you can give up 2 points.
And see that shot clock winding down to 30 seconds. And Kennedy watching Bogomoev grab one of his legs and try to finish. And the 1 point going to the Russian again. Kennedy not able to score, so they stop it there. Maybe he got a break a little bit there because he was in a dangerous spot.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a high single leg position. You had a lot of opportunities to be finished, but that's why controlling it, trying to slow your opponent down ultimately, and him scoring the points. It comes down to just small little kind of strategic moves that make such a big deal.
So Bogomoev might have had the opportunity to get 2 in the takedown. Ended up settling for the 1 point. We're tied here. Final minute of this match at 61 kilograms coming up.
And you see just, the referees really applying the pressure on them because they're really trying to get them to make big attempts and big efforts.
Bogomoev on the shot clock. You see it at the bottom of the screen, battling here with Kennedy, who's sprawling out trying to save it.
Just great hips again by Jimmy Kennedy, being able to stay in position, not give up a bad angle. And the position was there for him to get taken down, but he didn't quit on it. And that's just so impressive to see it, come back and ultimately see his development in the last year.
Big defense for Kennedy, picks up another point there as his opponent's not able to score on the clock. Final 30 seconds, 2-1 the lead for Jimmy Kennedy of the United States.
And that's where, winning in the U.S. Nationals and winning those international competitions, even though, it's not a world caliber event yet, it just builds your confidence. Even though you got tech last year, it's a whole new year. This is, Jimmy Kennedy's, swan song coming out here to show what he has and what he's developed into.
And a chance of USA from the crowd here in Times Square. Final few seconds, and Kennedy going to get a little sweet revenge. Blown out, lost by technical fall against this Russian back in December. Wins the squeaker, but takes the W. 2-1 the final for Jimmy Kennedy over Aleksandr Bogomoev. So it's 1-1 between Team USA and Team World. More action from Times Square in a moment.